Hey guys, it's Natalie. Today I'm going to guide you through a nice yoga for stress and anxiety. I think right now it's super important for us to be providing ourselves with self-care. There's a lot of uncertainty right now. We're all a little bit stressed out no matter what your situation is. If you're working, you're not working, you have kids, whatever's going on, we need to really be focusing on how we're feeling and staying on top of that. I know, just speaking for myself, I struggle with depression like so many of us out there, and it's just important that we're really taking care of ourselves right now. So I'm going to guide you through some really nice, slow stretches that are good for anxiety, depression. And so just get comfortable and let's get started. Beginning in child's pose, come to the back of your mat, knees out wide, option to bring the big toes to touch, and then crawl the fingertips forward, palms facing down, resting your forehead on the mat. Maybe rock your forehead from side to side, and just start to focus on your breath. Throughout your practice, just keep coming back to the breath here. You know, your mind's probably wandering. Focus on the future, what's yet to unfold. There's so much uncertainty right now, but just keep bringing it back to the breath. When we're stressed out, we tend to hold a lot of stress in the adrenal glands, and child's pose can alleviate that stress by feeling like a giant hug. It releases some tension in the neck, the shoulders, the back, and directs some blood flow into the brain. On your next inhale, slowly rise up to a neutral tabletop. Stack your shoulders on top of your wrists, hips stacked over the knees, spread the fingers wide, and just move through a few rounds of cat and cow, just to bring some movement into the spine. Do whatever feels good here. Maybe sway the hips from side to side. Turn the hands back towards you for a nice wrist and forearm stretch. On your next inhale, come back to your neutral tabletop, and as you exhale, slowly make your way down onto your belly. Push the tops of the feet into the ground, bringing the big toes to touch. Squeeze your buns, palms resting by your sides. Keep them on the ground as you inhale. Come up into a baby cobra. Pull the shoulder blades together behind you, gazes down, squeeze the buns. Exhale, release, forward comes the mat. Inhale, baby cobra, pull the shoulder blades together, gazes down, push the tops of your feet down. Exhale, release, forward comes to the mat. Bring your hands down closer to your tops of your ribs. Push the tops of your feet down as you inhale. Push up into an upward facing dog, but maybe keep the hips and thighs on the earth. Squeeze your buns, pull the shoulders down and back. Take a deep breath. Option to flip the toes under, lifting the thighs. for an upward facing dog. Upward facing dog opens your heart and helps remove any pent-up tension or emotions in the chest. It regulates the respiratory system, bringing clarity to the heart and mind. Take a deep inhale, fill up with breath, pull the shoulders back. Exhale, downward facing dog. You can either move through a tabletop or send the hips up and back. Pedal out the feet. Spread the fingers really wide. Send the tailbone up towards the sky. Downward facing dog is so beneficial right now because it lengthens your spine and strengthens your arms and shoulders, legs, and can increase the blood flow to your brain, helping to energize the body. Stay here for a few more rounds of breath. And then as you inhale, look forward to the top of your mat. Exhale, step or float forward, fold. Bend your knees, relax your head and neck down. Feet are at hips width distance here. Let the head and neck get super, super heavy. As you inhale, palms to shins, halfway lift. Create a nice flat back. Pull the shoulders away from the ears. Send the tailbone back. Reach the crown of your head forward. Exhale, fold. Push weight into the heels, the feet as you inhale, root to rise, mountain pose. Squeeze your buns as your arms come out and up. Turn your pinkies inward, soften your shoulders down. Hands come to heart center. Push your thumbs into your heart space so you can hear and feel the heartbeat. Set an intention for your practice. Maybe today, keep the intention for focusing the mind on just the breath. The hardest part of these slow flows are keeping the mind focused. The mind loves to wander off and stress about the past and the future. So keep committed to the breath, noticing how you feel, how the body feels, and letting go of everything else. Letting this moment, this practice just be for you. As we seal in our intention, take a deep inhale, fill all the way up. Open mouth, exhale, push the breath out. Your eyes were closed, blink them open, and then push weight into the big toe of the left foot, step the right leg up and cross it over the left, coming into eagle legs. So you can either wrap your right leg around the back of the calf or just kickstand it on the floor. And then bring your left arm under your right, coming into eagle arms. Now you want to think about lifting the elbows the height of your shoulders and reaching your forearms away from your face. If that's not accessible, just simply grab onto opposite shoulders. Focus on your breath and nothing else. On your next exhale, unwind, plant the right foot down. As you inhale, reach the arms out and up. Exhale, hands to heart center, preparing for the other side. Now shift weight into the right big toe and foot. As you inhale, cross the left leg over the right. You can either kickstand it or wrap it around. And then cross the right arm under the left or grab for opposite shoulders. Eagle pose requires full concentration and focus, putting the mind to a single point, which is excellent for stress management. On your next exhale, unravel. Inhale, reach the arms out and up. As you exhale, interlace your hands at your low back. Inhale, straighten the arms, lift the chest up. Keeping the grip, exhale, fall forward with a flat back. for a nice counter stretch after eagle. Keep reaching the palms to the sky, and then as you exhale, bring the hands to the earth for forward fold. Bend the knees a lot. Think about resting the belly and the thighs. And then send the tailbone up towards the sky, release any tension in the head and neck, maybe sway from side to side. Forward folds help quiet a busy mind, balance the nervous system, and promotes a feeling of calm and peace. Release the grip if you have one. As you inhale, come into a halfway lift, create a nice flat back. As you exhale, plant the palms and slowly make your way into a seat. You have 3 choices here. You can either come into a hero's pose, sending the hips on top of the feet, sitting up nice and tall. You can either bring the palms to the thighs, or you can come into thunderbolt, crossing your arms, bringing the hands underneath the arms or armpits, or option to come into a seated meditation. If you want to sit crisscross, maybe sit up on a block, a cushion, a pillow. If you're in thunderbolts, wrapping your arms around you has a nice calming effect on the body. And if you're in a nice seated meditation, having the base of your spine connect to the earth helps you feel grounded, and the symmetry of the pose can make you feel centered. Sitting up tall with perfect posture, you can experience a sense of clarity, confidence, and strength. Where's your mind? Where's your breath? Keep coming back to your intention. Long, loud inhales and long, loud exhales. And then carefully, if you're on a block, remove the block, but keep it handy, and either scooch up to a wall or just come and laying on your back, bring the block underneath your sacrum for legs up the wall. So whatever you feel more comfortable with. Anytime our legs are above our heart, it allows any tension and stress to just melt away. By sending blood flow from the legs up to the heart, it soothes swollen, cramped feet and legs, stretches the hamstring and the low back. And the semi-supine aspect of the pose combined with controlled breathing leads to slowing down within your body by lowering the heart rate, which also causes relaxation and in turn helps lower anxiety and stress. Carefully when you're ready, making your way down, either from the wall or off the block. And then bring the soles of the feet to touch, knees out wide for Supta Baddha Konasana. So option to bring blocks or cushions, pillows underneath the thighs for support if the hips are feeling a little bit tight. And then maybe bring one hand to the belly, one hand to the heart. Being in this posture is a great time to reinforce a positive message to yourself. As you inhale and exhale, just simply silently say, I am calm, I am relaxed. And then when you're ready, bring your hands to your knees, bring your knees to touch, closing them like a book. Hug the knees to the chest, wrap your arms around your legs, keeping your head relaxed on the earth. Soften your shoulders down and take a few deep breaths here. Thank yourself for making your way to your mat, for putting yourself first, focusing on your breath. And on your next inhale, bring your forehead up to your knees. Give yourself a nice big squeeze. Inhale, fill up. Exhale, release, Shavasana. Bring your arms and legs out wide. Continue to commit to the breath. Feeling the breath come in and feeling the breath leave. And just letting everything else fade away. Slowly begin to invite some movement into the body. Wiggle the fingers, the toes. Reach your arms up and overhead for a full body stretch. And then roll onto your favorite side. Hug your knees into your chest. Use your bicep as a pillow. Slowly making your way up to a comfortable seat, sitting up nice and tall. Bring your palms to your heart center. Hearing the breath. Closing out our practice with one unified breath. Take a deep inhale, fill up. Open mouth, let it go. Bring your palms to your third eye, your center of intuition. It was an honor to guide you through your practice. I bow forward to you in gratitude. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining, guys. If you liked the video, please subscribe to my channel or